Hello everyone. If you're confused about when to use the Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, or Stream Analytics, you're not alone. Even experienced Azure developers struggle with this. By end of this video, you will know exactly which tool to pick for your project. I'm Dinesh, and this is the explanation I give my students when they're preparing for DP 203. Let's break it down. First comes with the Azure Data Factory, which is also known as ADF. Think of it as a delivery truck service or a conductor for an orchestra. Its main job is moving and orchestrating data. Here is what ADF does at the best. It can extract data from over 90 different sources, and it also transforms the data through ETL pipelines, and it schedules everything to run automatically. And the best part, it's mostly no code. You use visual interface to drag and drop components. And we may have a major question like when to use the Azure Data Factory. We can use it when the data need to move from multiple sources to a data warehouse. You can also use it when you need to schedule regular data loads like every night at 2 a.m. Copy your data from one location to other. You can also use it for batch data processing where you are orchestrating workflows without writing much code. Here is a real world example where every night Data Factory copies the sales data from our on-premise SQL server to Azure Blob Storage, then triggers a Databricks notebook to process it. That's the Data Factory doing what it does the best orchestration. Next comes with the Databricks. Now let's talk about the Databricks, which is also known as a powerful computing laboratory for data scientists and engineers. Databricks is built for heavy lifting, where it can handle petabytes of data using distributed computing with Apache Spark. It can write complex transformations using PySpark. It's where you build and train machine learning models at scale. It can also process both real-time streaming and batch data. So same question, when to use it? We can use it when we need serious computing power for complex transformation. We can also use it when you are building machine learning models. You use it when you are processing huge data set. So we are talking about terabytes and petabytes of data. We when you use it, you need that flexibility and code first approach. So here is a real world example where you have 10 terabytes of customer click stream data. You want to apply machine learning algorithms to predict customer churn, and that's the Databricks job. It'll process all the data, train your model, and store the results for reporting. So key difference between the data factory and the Databricks is that the Databricks is the code heavy and processing focused, whereas the data factory is the orchestration focused. Next comes with the Azure Synapse Analytics. We can think of it as a all-in-one analytical department under one roof. Synapse is a Microsoft unified analytical platform which combines an enterprise level SQL data warehouse. This is also called as SQL data warehouse. The SQL data warehouse uses the Spark spool for big data processing. It has a built-in data integration pipelines similar to the data factory. Serverless queries where you can query data directly in your data lake without loading it, and direct Power BI integrations for reporting. It's like a all-in-one workspace. So the same question, when to use it? Use it when you need to compute end-to-end analytical solution, and we can also use it to build an enterprise data warehouse and also combine with the traditional SQL analytics with the big data processing. And we can use it when we want everything integrated in one platform. So the real world example here is, let's say you have a store where all the sales history is in Synapse dedicated SQL pool. We can use a Spark pool to process unstructured customer feedback, and then the business users query everything through Power BI. All happens in one unified platform, which is nothing but the Synapse Analytics. And the key insight here is, if the data factory is the mover, Databricks is the processor, but Synapse is a complete analytics workspace. Next comes with the Azure Stream Analytics. Finally, we came to end of the topic. So we can think of it as a live stream, a traffic monitor that reacts instantly to what's happening right now. Stream analytics is all about a real-time processing. It processes millions of events per second as they arrive. Response time is milliseconds to seconds. You use a familiar SQL syntax for stream processing. It can detect patterns, anomalies, and trends in real time. When to use stream analytics? Use it for processing IoT sensor data in real time. Use it for fraud detection on credit card transactions. We can also use it for real time dashboards and monitoring. We can use it when we need immediate alerts based on condition. The real world example here is, let's say we have a monitoring temperature sensor from 10,000 IoT devices. The moment any device exceeds 80 degrees Celsius, Stream Analytics detects it and it immediately sends alerts to our maintenance team. The critical difference, the Stream Analytics is only for real-time streaming data, whereas the other three tools on the primary for batch data. And here is a quick comparison table of how each service has a primary purpose and what type of data it can process and what is the processing speed and also the coding requirements for it. I'll attach this particular PDF in the description. You can refer to it. And here comes the last part where we'll study how they can work together. This acts as a decision guide to pick which particular service you need for your particular requirement. Now, here's where it's get interesting. Let's have a typical flow where the stream analytics captures a real-time IoT data and writes it to a blob storage. The data factory orchestrates nightly batches jobs to move data from various databases to your data lake. The Databricks perform complex transformations and ML model training on that raw data. And the Synapse Analytics stores the processed data in a data warehouse for business users to query. So how to decide which one to use? You choose the data factory when I think I need to move the data from A to B on a schedule. And I choose the data bricks when I think I need serious computing powers for complex transformation or machine learning. I use the Synapse Analytics when I think the enterprise data warehouse and want everything in one place. And I use the Stream Analytics when I think I need to move the data as it comes to me and react immediately. So the key difference here is the data factory, which acts as orchestration and the moment, the Databricks, which is used for heavy processing, Synapse is all-in-one analytical workspace, Stream Analytics is for real-time processing. If this is cleared up, the confusion, drop a comment below telling me which tool you're planning to use in your project. And if you're preparing for the DP203 certification, check out my channel which tells about all the DP203 concepts. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we'll deep dive into the Azure Data Factory pipelines.